UK, right? Because everybody in the UK now is like apparently melting to death because of this temperature. Whoop.
No, we're good here.
That's work.
Plus,
work reminding me that it's work.
I said, plus it's me, so boiling over would be, almost impossible.
I forget who it was. I was telling somebody about who has no idea about YouTube or anything, but just that I have a friend who lives in Michigan and he likes the heat. And it's like, oh yeah, really? Because I thought people in Michigan, I guess they're always freezing. And I said, no, he's practically part lizard. Give him a hot rock and a heat lamp, he'd be a happy guy. By the way, it's Monday night. Oh wait, that's what I want to do. No, what happened?
You fucking up.
Video. Play the video. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lords of the Night. With me, as always, is the Lord of Pain, Ranting Monkey.
Hello.
And the Lord of Pennies, Satsu 2 Cents.
What up, Del?
And I am your host, Scribe, the Lord of Punishment. And also, the Lord of Pampers. Aaliyah's in the background there.
Say hello. No. Say hi.
Hello.
There you go.
Hey-o. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all having a good Monday evening thus far. Got the little background music playing now that StreamYards can do that. So if that's too loud, guys, let me know. Oh, yeah. No, they added this in February, apparently, and I just scrolled down a couple of weeks ago accidentally on the media thing like, oh, I can add background music now. So there we go. Got some jazzy piano going. But yeah, this is sort of a exactly.
You're so cute.
Oh, Leah.
Yes, she's speaking her own language here.
Yes, the little one is about to become. No, wait, is she 3 now? Or she's almost 3.
Yeah, she's turning 3 next month.
All right. Let's see here. Let me get on to the. Oh, we already have some. By the way, guys, before I get too deep into this, be sure to check at the top of the chat box for Monkey and Satsu Streamlabs. If you have any desire to have them interrupt me over the course of the show, there's your opportunity. Probably.
I sent you the link again, Scribe, just in case it wasn't the right one, because I know that can. The two over on Twitter, the stream. Yeah.
Oh, Streamlabs, is it...
It's the one with the 1 at the end.
Yeah, let me... 2 cents... Oh, no, it's not 2 cents.online?
Nope.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, let me change that up real quick. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties, live television, as you know. Let's see.
Say hi.
Let me get this figured out. Anyway, so there she is. Let me get the overlay out of the way so everybody can... see her in all her glory. There she is.
I can't believe how big she is.
I know.
What'd you say? What?
Look at it. Oh my gosh.
Ooh. You're so weird, man. What are you doing? Leah, you want to fight? You want to fight?
Yeah, don't get your ass kicked by a 3-year-old girl on stream, dude.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Nah.
So how have you guys been?
The usual. Happy. How you been, man?
Same, actually. Very happy, actually.
All right, let me get a couple of super chats here. Toppers, thank you so much. Happy Insurance Nerd Day, everybody. Insurance Nerd Day? I guess there are insurance nerds out there somewhere. Well, thank you, tall person. I don't know. And thank you, Flair Fritz. Reunited, and it feels so good. Reunited because we understood.
That's right.
Thank you, Flair Fritz, so much. And thank you, Corey Suzuki. Feels good to super chat Lawton again. Well, it feels good to see you again, Corey. How you doing, dude? And this is Kyle. Thank you so much. Hello, chat people in Lawton. It's been a while since I wrote that. I know. at least a year and a half, 2. What are we at now? I don't know.
Something like that. Yeah.
Something around there.
Time passes so strangely in the YouTube sphere. Satsu, let's go. Let's do a round table here. Satsu, what is new and exciting in the wonderful world of restaurateurism for you?
Well, I am done with school officially at the end of this month. I'll be getting my diploma, so to speak, and been working on my business plan for a concept. I put up a picture earlier. If you guys follow me, you'll see the idea that I'm kind of going for. I'm currently working at a restaurant right now, and I'm getting my hours in for my externship, which is going interestingly. I will elaborate on that a little bit later, but everything's good with me. I'm chilling. Squishy house bitching now, and she loves it.
Thank you, Mike R, for the cool pair. Didn't we give what was your spirit animal? Mine was like dog, cat, fox. Was yours the polar bear or something? What was yours?
I think mine was like a hippo or some shit.
Oh, the hippo. That's right, the combat hippo. That's right. Whoa.
Excuse me?
Shiogura, thank you so much. Something horrible YouTube wouldn't approve of here. Yeah, that list gets longer and longer every
really
cycle,
does.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what Susan won't like tomorrow? All right. And Monkey, what is new and exciting with you?
Literally nothing.
All right. Well, as for myself, I still do TED Excellence. I do a Sunday stream. I did start my own new Substack the other day. I have my own Substack. Nice. I'm so fancy. A little thing happened in one of the videos I did a couple weeks back that bugged me so much I decided to write a little editorial. So I might do more of those in the future. We'll see.
I've considered that. I think back, to all of the scripts that I've written before and how they would have just made also an excellent Substack kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for scripted kind of videos, I know, don't even start with me, guys. But when I do them, having, just posting the script.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that too. I made this one specifically for education stuff that I come across, because there was University of Wisconsin, right in a presentation publicly available, said, we're going to intentionally recruit BIPOC students. And I'm like, aren't you a public institution that accepts federal funds?
What are they going to do? Round them up like sheep?
That's the question I sent to.
America kind of has this reputation about forcing people to go places. BIPOC folks.
Thank you, Shoehorn of Plenty, very much for the bowing, award-accepting Dog Cat Fox. Also, John Migda for the happy, smiley, lovely Dog Cat Fox. That's 2 Dog Cat Foxes.
Wowie, wow.
Yeah, there's that one. And there's also another.
Wowie fucking wow.
That's right.
Well, I think the real question is, were they intentionally not doing it before?
Right.
Well, it was this slideshow, and they were talking about the percentages of incoming BIPOC students as compared from 2014 to 2021. And in 2014, it was 0%. In 2021, it was 50%. But those numbers have dropped a little bit. So we're going to intentionally recruit BIPOC students. I'm like, this is their medical, their family medical school, by the way, or something like that. And I was like, I think that might be illegal. I'm not sure. So I sent an email to the head of their DEI department and CC'd their vice chancellor of legal affairs, and I said, hey, I don't know if you know what this department has put out, but just to let you know, here's the slide and everything. And is this kosher? Still haven't gotten a response, and that's why I did the editorial thing.
Real quick, I got.
Yes.
Sorry. I have 2 donations. One from Tall Person. Thank you so much. He says Happy National Sour Candy Day. And from This Is Kyle says, I'll start with you. Make videos. LOL. Thank you, gentlemen.
And thank you, Snubber. Supposedly YouTube changed one of the copyright reporting things from 30 days to 7. Supposedly that's good. Yeah, if you don't have to wait 30 days for something to release, I guess that might be better.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, and thank you, Zan Wild. Whee! All right.
Apparently, I have donations too. I just don't.
All right.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which fucking Streamlabs.
So the one I posted originally was your Satsu one, and then I just recently posted your others. So if I apologize for the mix-up at the beginning.
Which one? Okay, so which one did they fucking send it to?
I don't know.
Oh God, no!
Open up both of them. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't know.
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Well,
send me the link to the original one you put in there, so that way I know.
It was the Satsu something. I don't have it here anymore. It's all the way at the top. Okay, anybody who donated before I switched the chat box, if you have it handy, what link did you use? Because man, I can try to find it, but I have to dig through a bunch of videos again, and we're kind of on the air. So
the first one listed, he said, tall person.
Okay, so that was the incorrect one. So it's your original Satsu one.
The original Satsu.
Yeah, your original Satsu Streamlabs, not your 2 cents plus, but your Satsu.
Oh, the Satsu 2 cent. Oh, okay,
yes,
hold on.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
The really old one.
The really old one. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, tall person says 2 cents .online.
2 cents dot.
I don't know what that is. It's very confusing, everybody. We'll get it figured out eventually. Satsu's on the case.
That's right.
In the meantime, I thought instead of doing like actual important news for the first part of the show, because Monkey kind of does that already, and
Evolved Potato, thank you so much. Who says interrupt Scribe? Let's give him an aneurysm.
I already had one of those in my eyeball a couple of years ago. Wasn't that fun?
This is true.
And that was. And do you remember that was the reason why I couldn't join you for the Lethal Weapon movie review? Yes. I felt so bad about it because I didn't have a chance to tell you. I was just like, well, I think I told you like I'd be out for a bit, but then you were like doing it solo, and I felt so terrible, but I couldn't do anything about it.
That's all right. I have a little bit experience of just talking by myself.
Yeah, well. So instead of doing like regular news, because most news these days is frustrating and depressing and so on, I thought I'd grab some random stuff, both oddities and advice columns, because we haven't done those in forever and ever and ever. Sure. So let's start off with something from the world of oddity. Lawsuit says Bass Pro won't honor lifetime warranty on socks.
Okay.
A Missouri man says in a class action lawsuit against Bass Pro that the outdoor outfitter is refusing to honor its lifetime warranty on socks. Kent Slaughter of Springfield said that after years of exchanging his, quote, redhead lifetime guarantee all-purpose wool socks, unquote, every time they wore out, the Springfield-based company changed its policy in 2021 before he tried to return 4 pairs of socks. Instead of getting another pair with a lifetime warranty, Slaughter said he was given socks that only carried a 60-day warranty, according to the Springfield News Leader. A Bass Pro representative said the company won't comment on pending litigation. The lawsuit said Bass Pro is misrepresenting the socks in its ads because it says they are, quote, the last sock you'll ever need to buy, unquote, because of the lifetime warranty. Slaughter said in the lawsuit that the warranty was a major factor in his decision to buy the socks.
Why would you trust a company that has a lifetime warranty on socks?
Well, I mean, is there no pride left in craftsmanship in this country?
No.
Look, I don't care how well crafted your socks are. Unless they're chainmail, they're not lasting forever.
Man, chainmail socks. I bet somebody's done that. But yeah, there you go. So there's big news lawsuit. Bass Pro socks.
I mean,
let's see.
I don't blame them for changing it because, of course, socks wear out and everybody's just going to keep. You'd have to. You know how much you'd have to charge to make that worth your while? What kind of idiot came up with this concept?
Was probably somebody from the old school days. Remember when companies would say things like that and then actually honor stuff? You know, like Miracle on 34th Street, where it's like he'd refer you to other stores because Santa Claus was a good guy and new customer service.
Well, I hear you, but I mean, we're talking about socks. Now, even a jacket. A jacket I would give you over socks. If you wear your socks any length of time, they're going to wear out quickly.
Well,
I don't care how low.
Here's the thing. How many people do you think, on average, would actually take them up on their lifetime warranty?
Oh, dude.
That they didn't remember it.
Dude, I worked at Walmart. A lot of people would do that. A lot of people.
Well, then there you go. See?
The problem is you're going to end up paying more than you're ever going to get from them.
All right.
Well,
I found the one from Kyle. It says, "This is Kyle. Look at Scribe trying to mess with the black man making money."
What the hell? I did what now?
He said, "You fucking with my paper."
Yeah,
I didn't know. I'm so sorry.
There was apparently another one that showed up on PayPal, but it didn't show up on Streamlabs. So for the foreseeable future, guys, use the second one. Donations are not necessary, but they are greatly appreciated. But I don't want anybody to lose any money.
Yeah. And my apologies. I didn't know Sats had more than one Streamlabs. He's just too fancy for me.
There's a whole complicated bullshit saga connected to that, but we ain't gonna go there.
All right, let's go to an advice column, because why not? Help! My annoying aunt claims she's allergic to MSG, so I slipped some in her food to see.
Oh, bro!
Oh,
you know what?
I hope she wasn't.
Okay, all right. That's terrible. That's a really bad thing to do.
26, thank you. Use this to interrupt yourself with a random fact from the book The Hunt for Red October that wasn't in the movie. Also, good to see everyone again. Random fact from the book of Hunt for Red October that wasn't in the movie. Okay, well, here's a random fact from the book that wasn't in the movie. The reason for Ramius's defection. Mm-hmm. And they never put it in the movie. They hint at something about it, but never put it. So in the movie, they talk about how Ramius's wife died, and the day that he's defecting happens to be the anniversary of his wife's death. But they never go into how his wife died. And the motivation behind Ramius's defecting is much more vindictive than the sort of anti-war thing that they kind of allude to in the film. What happened was Ramius's wife, I believe she had some kind of, I believe it was cancer or some kind of illness, and she had to go in for surgery. And she went under the knife of a doctor, a surgeon, who just happened to be drunk on the job, and he botched the surgery, and that's why she died. Now, you would think that this doctor, being drunk on the job and having killed the wife of one of their premier sub-commanders, would get in real trouble. Unfortunately, he was the son of a member of the party, and so he got off with nothing. And so Ramius is like, the state has betrayed me. I've given them my life. I'm going to take something of theirs and get out of here. That was his motivation. That was in the book. Wasn't in the movie. Should have been in the movie. Would have taken 2 seconds. But there really was no way to put it across the audience in an efficient way, I guess, unless it happened between like Ramius telling his sub-commander or something. I don't know.
He could have explained it to Alec Baldwin at some point, when they're talking near the end. Yeah,
he could have explained it to Alec Baldwin. He could explain it to Sam Neill when they were sitting there talking about their future plans and things. Sam Neill could have asked him, somewhere in there they could have, but they never did. Thank you, Officer Buck. Hey, Snibbles, Splatsu, and Monkey. Oh,
what up?
Monkey
I feel like I'm somehow disrespecting YouTube by not have seen that movie after all this time.
You really should watch it. It's a good movie, even if now not everybody's as fanatical as Scribe. It is a good movie, though. You should check it out.
All right, let's get on to MSG murder.
Yes, please.
All right, dear Priya, R. Eric Thomas. What? Okay, it take me a second. My brain's in. Whoa! Thank you, Michael Caruza. I'm so late. Hi, everyone. I've missed this show so much, only because your aim was off. Thank you, Michael. That's crazily generous of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, Michael really out here balling.
All right, jeez, thanks so much.
That's awesome,
Michael. That's great. I'm glad you missed us, I guess. Yeah, sure. That sounds a little mercenary. Hi, everyone. It's my personal opinion that you should go to the beach right now. Okay. Question. My aunt. Question. Don't poison anyone. All right. My aunt has always been a hypochondriac and attention seeker. So you decided to gamble on this one, huh? Okay. A few years ago, she decided that she was allergic to MSG, and since then, every family gathering revolves around this allergy. She insists on approving ingredients in anything anyone cooks because she claims it's in all kinds of products. She's made events, including my graduation party, all about her by feigning illness and saying she knows there must have been MSG in something. I wanted to know for sure if she actually was, so I made a sweet and salty dessert with added MSG, and lo and behold, she ate it and was fine. I never meant for her to find out, but I shared the recipe with a friend. It got back to my cousin, and now my whole family knows. My aunt accused me of trying to poison her and refuses to come to any events that I'm attending. My parents just want me to apologize, but to me, this is not a bad outcome. Am I in the wrong here?
No, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, if she's a known liar and was always being an attention whore, then I kind of don't feel nearly as offended as I did when I read the headline. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like, if she didn't have a history of fucking lying about shit like that, then sure, I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. You know, if she's just like, I'm allergic to this thing, and you're like, we'll see about that. You know, that's kind of fucked up. But yeah, come on.
We live in a world where now everybody's allergic to gluten. Do you know how rare an actual gluten allergy is? And I'm guessing by what she wrote here that this woman did not go to a doctor and get told that she was allergic to MSG. Just claiming that doesn't do anything, and it annoys me. So I'm kind of on this girl's side. And this is what I would do. I would write a note to the whole family explaining why I fuck this bitch.
Yeah. As we know, the only real allergy that needs any attention, and I should probably set up a GoFundMe, is my cilantro allergy. Because I really do have that. It makes food taste like burning soap.
My wife, like, she, throughout all our relationship, she was telling me that she was allergic to ginger because she had a ginger ale one time, and she was like, oh, you know, her throat got all itchy or whatever. No. And since then, like, several things that I've either made or cooked or she's eaten, I've seen her eat, I'm like, these things have ginger in them. So I'm like, I don't know what was in that ginger ale or what was going on with that, but I don't think you're, but she still avoids it like the plague because she doesn't actually know. And I'm just like, I don't think you are. She's like, well, I'm not taking any chances. Just like, all right.
But there's a difference between I'm not taking any chances and I have to approve every bit of food that comes into somebody else's event.
Yeah.
And it's MSG, for Christ's sake.
Holy cats, Keeverdam. Very sorry for not being in chat much. Sadly, still working second shift. I hope to find a new job soon, though. Hope everyone is happy and well. Keeverdam.
Same to you.
Okay, for anybody here who doesn't know, Keeverdam is basically at this point like my channel's den mother. One of several, but certainly one of the top ones. And Keeverdam always tries to make the streams, always shares, always posts the GoFundMes to our friends. Is one of my biggest boosters, and it obviously is ridiculously
3 now,
generous.
Chicago Mike.
Ridiculously generous. Keeverdam, thank you so much. As always, guys, with this amount of generosity, I will be doing my best to pay this forward in other places, so thank you. And Chicago Mike, thank you so much. Just got here. What is the Scribe interruption count at? Oh, you were interrupting me to give him the interruption count.
Yeah, and that was the third one, so.
Just to clarify, by the way, when he says pay it forward, he means he's going to split it with his best friends.
I'm still hoping to meet those guys.
or maybe buy my niece a very nice birthday present.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, anyway.
Uncle Scribble's in the clutch.
Speaking of children, help! I have to stop my sister from making us her kid's guardian in her will.
Wait.
What? Somebody not wanting to be godfather or mother here?
One of them has special needs, and I can't possibly afford it, apparently.
I mean, I understand that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that part. I just found the headline. I was like, oh, okay. Dear Prudence, my sister and her husband are updating their will and have asked my husband and I to care for their 2 sons if they die unexpectedly. On paper, we'd be happy to take on this role. We are parents of 3 kids ourselves. We're close with my nephews and have similar parenting approaches and values. Lurking under this is money. We're raising our 3 kids, one of whom was from an unexpected twin, on a frugal budget. I'm a teacher, and my husband has complications from early 2020 COVID that limit him to part-time work at best. I have a second job and am attempting to find a better paying career, but at this point, my health insurance is essential. We worry a lot about money, especially our medical debt. My sister and her husband aren't much better off. They earn more, but have even bigger student and medical debt. Their younger son, quote unquote Travis, for the sake of this, was an NICU baby and has incredibly expensive medical and support needs now as a toddler. Many of them fall into the category of, quote, not fully covered by insurance, but painful and miserable if not accommodated, unquote. We love Travis and absolutely believe the supports he has are necessary. Nonetheless, we straight up can't afford to care for him if his parents pass away. How do I talk to my sister about this? It's heartbreaking. The foster system would surely be worse than us, but I can't figure out how we could afford my nephews. Damn.
Tell them to make sure they have life insurance and name you as the beneficiary.
That's also a good thing too. Yeah, set up a trust or something.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all gonna go that far, you trust us enough to fucking take care of them, then at the very least you could do that. Jeez.
Yeah. Set up an insurance and put in the will that the money is to be distributed to a trust to be used for their care.
Right.
And make your sister-in-law or whatever the administrators thereof.
And and I do mean what I said seriously, but even more so, if you're that worried about it, talk to them and be like, look,
yeah,
I love them, but I'm not sure we would be able to do that.
Yeah, this isn't a matter of not loving you, not loving Travis. It's a pragmatism. It's just because if the worst does happen, we don't want anybody to be left in a lurch, especially your kid.
Well, yeah, I'm always like, and I get it, like human beings, right? But it always could be like, how do I tell you tell them that's how. You fucking tell them. That's it. That's the only step. It's a one-step program. How do I tell my family that? You fucking open your mouth and let the words come out. Say that shit.
How many people? I don't get how. Do it.
All right, we're going to do one more, but in the meantime, guys, as we do this next advice column, if you have news stories you would like us to read on the air, please send them to us via Twitter using the hashtag MSSNews.
God, I wonder what that fucking hashtag looks like these days.
I have no idea. I haven't looked at it in so long. This will be the first time I've done it in basically since the show closed. So, if you happen to. Anything, just one warning though, anything that at least on its outset looks decidedly depressing or terrible like news, I might avoid just because I get enough of that in the periphery now. But funny stuff, interesting stuff, you don't have to avoid something necessarily horrible, but just know that I might skip over it if it's something particularly downbeat. But that being said, speaking of downbeat, but not really, maybe kind of, help, my ex-husband's new wife is very into PDA with me.
Uh-oh. Get it.
Well, ex-husband's probably going to be a happy guy if he knew about it.
Get in there.
Let's see. Dear Prudence, my ex-husband remarried last year to a woman from another country. Oh, she's continental. She is very kind and gets on well with my 6-year-old son, which is a huge blessing. The only thing I find awkward is her tendency for lots of tactile interaction, even with me. She's an avid hugger, and every hello and goodbye is accompanied by kisses to both cheeks, not to mention an invariable arm over my shoulder or around the waist. I went along with it initially so as not to alienate my son's stepmom, but now I do feel a little embarrassed, especially as she takes on more parenting duties. At my son's soccer last week, she not only sat next to me, but held my hand throughout the game, drawing strange looks from other parents. Is there a nice way to tell her to cut back on the affection, in public at least, without seeming rude, or like a hypocrite who has been playing along all this while? It sounds very culture clashing more than anything else to me, but I don't know.
It's like we just said, talk to her.
Yeah. She just needs an explanation is all. It sounds like a simple explanation, just like, hey, things are a little bit different here. This is a little awkward, and this is why. This
makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, and I'd also be curious. So she said another country, because customs about family closeness are vastly different country to country. Some countries, right. If someone's in your family, to make them feel like they're part of the family, that you're loved, etc. Those things are different. Personal space is a different concept from place to place. So I'm curious if it might just not be a sort of cultural exchange kind of thing that needs to happen. But anyway,
I mean, it sounds like that's what it definitely is. I mean, although you probably get people even who are in that culture where it's prominent who are just like, but not me. I don't like to be touched.
That's true too. Just be honest. But short version, be honest.
She played along at the beginning. That's something you you nip in the bud immediately. She's worried about it now because, she did go along with it. If she just said, hey, I appreciate that. I like you, but I'm not into the touching. It would have solved this whole problem.
Yeah, basic communication. And then if she got upset, like, she probably would have just got over it, like, honestly. Because, like, some people's initial reaction to that can be negative. Like, people can be irrational the other way around. Like, what? I can't touch you? It's like, no, you can't. And then usually they're just like, all right, whatever.
Okay. We got our first MSS news story here.
Uh-oh.
The headline alone makes me go like, do I want to read this one? But I will roll the dice real quick. Thank you, Wabbajack. Interrupt Scribe. Okay. Let's put that one. Let's put that one in the quiver, and Monkey and or Satsu have a free one when the time comes. Whenever they decide the time comes.
Real quick, Flair Fritz says, "I missed you, Broseph. How dare you get a job and be productive member of society instead of sitting in a dungeon like Monkey and Jack."
One of them damn jobs. I know.
Frank says, been a while since I've got to catch you on stream. I'm glad to hear you all together again. I'm also glad everything's going well with your schooling and work, and it is. Thank you very much. And then last but not least, Keldrick says, long time no see, Justin Trudeau. I'm back.
Let's see. This one comes from Froggy. He wanted to play doctor on us. Terrifying strangers secretly lived in our home.
What?
What?
There was a TV movie on like USA, I think, years ago. It was called like Hider in the House, and it was Gary Busey, and he was like living in the attic of this house and like creeping on the whole family. That's what this reminds me of. It was the bike sitting outside that tipped off Brittany and James Campbell that something was amiss. The couple and their 2 young sons had been away from their Honolulu home for about a week. They returned home on September 20th, 2019 to find something terrible. James went to open his home's front door, but found he couldn't. A stranger was inside, pulling it closed. Quote, there is a man peeking through the door. He's trying to hold it shut, and the man says, this is not your house, just very calmly. James, 36, and who is in the U.S. Navy, recalls in the new Lifetime crime show, frogging, hider in my house!
I'm not meaning to interrupt because of that one, but the stranger was pulling the... Who has a door that opens outwards?
I don't know, but okay... But seriously, I didn't read this headline, obviously. So, Hider in the House. I swear to God, this is a movie with Gary Busey back in like 97 or something, 95. Okay, I am just for it. The show, which premieres July 18th, examines the crime known as frogging. Wait, a crime known as frogging sent to us by Froggy that has Hider in the House, which I meant, this is bizarre.
Real quick, can I get this? Thank you, John, who says, hi, Nut Jax. Hello.
Well, you're able to interrupt me, so yeah.
Froggy set that up, by the way.
Must be. In which a stranger sneaks into someone's space and secretly lives there for days, weeks, or even months. I thought that was called, like, trespassing. Squatting, too, yeah. The first half of the series premiere focuses on the Campbells' harrowing ordeal. They have enough of these stories to make a series out of it. Okay. They're lucky to be alive, frankly. Jessica Everleft, the show's executive producer, told The Post, which is basically one big advertisement for the show. Is it just me or are these two made for TV?
A little too made for TV, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. James grabbed a sledgehammer for protection. Okay, Thor, or by Odin's Fade, I mean, and managed to get the man out of the house while Brittany called 911. Once the intruder was in the front yard, James says, quote, we notice he's wearing my clothes. Things are getting crazier by the moment. The police arrived and arrested.
A sledgehammer is not a good weapon.
It's really not.
It's great in 7 Days to Die, but in real life, I'm questioning this story. I got to be honest.
Does this strike you as someone who is weapons trained?
This looks like somebody who, if you tried to pick up a sledgehammer, would fall over.
And does this look like somebody who's got an uneven fake and bake tan right here? You see what I mean? I'm just saying. It's just a little off there. Okay.
One more time. I got one more thing since we have a moment. Cryptic, thank you. So since it's been years, can I send you another durian fruit? Today won't sit or totally won't sit in Houston for 2 days this time on an overnight delivery before it gets to you and turns into a face hugger. For the record, that wasn't me.
Yeah, I was just about to say, why did he send that to you?
That was the other black guy on the stream.
And by the way, all of that happened. None of that is like a joke. That's a real scenario that took place in exactly the way it was explained.
But thank you, Cryptic.
What they found next was much more upsetting. Someone had used one of their old laptops, to record disturbing diary entries and details about the family. Quote, there were all these typed notes called the Omnivore Trials, a rehabilitation for rat-like people.
Wow.
What the hell? Thank you, Cryptic. Wrong black guy. Yeah. Thank you, Cryptic. This is when we realized this person had been in our home a lot longer, Brittany told the Post. Brittany noticed knives that had been laid out next to the computer, and she found a typed manifesto about gruesome plans for the Gambles, including surgeries such as sexual reconstruction and a hand transplant.
Wow.
He wanted to play doctor on us, and not in the cute little kid way.
Just to confirm, their last name isn't Baker, right?
Okay, I'm not getting the reference.
You won't, but somebody in the chat will.
Is this a weed thing?
Well, it's a gamer thing.
Oh,
don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, there you go. I don't really want to continue with this one. I don't know where it goes next. I'm going to have to refresh because I don't have... Oh, there's some more stories. There we go.
I would be changing my toothbrush first.
You're right.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Anything that you... Yeah, good job. Let's see. What's this? That's not a news story. That's a tweet. Oh, holy cats. What the hell? Come back here. Come on, chat. Update. Thank you, Attic Rat. Hey, guys. Just like old times. Thank you, Rat. Appreciate it. Attic
That's
Rat,
awesome,
you happen to
Rat.
be... Are you secretly
careful.
Gary Busey? Are you secretly Gary Busey, Attic Rat?
I'm just
That's
saying we just read about human rats, so you might want to be careful out there.
And look who's here. Chaos Eve. Chaos Eve is here. Hey, Eve. And
Hey,
earlier, I
Chaos.
saw P-Dog Night. P-Dog Night. Yeah, be sure to check out P-Dog's Night Morning Night Live Show, 7 a.m. Pacific Time on the P-Dog Night channel. I think it's 5 days a week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
Cryptic, he said, look, man, I know Squishy wanted to hunt me down and knife me, but I had to get a laugh out of it.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Yeah. That thing was like, it genuinely looked like an alien egg. Like, it was the creepiest shit. I opened that box and was like, what the fuck is this thing? It was gross.
Let's see. This one comes from Spudgun. Let's see if this link works. Because I got it off of Twitter. Okay. Man versus horse. Powys race won by runner Ricky Lightfoot. That's a great name for a runner.
Oh, Ricky Lightfoot.
A bit too convenient for a runner. Angela Ariaga, thank you so much for the donation. No message. If you had a message or meant to have a message, let me know. Well, thank you, Angela. Very generous of you.
Gracias.
Yes, Angela Ariaga, another OG Lawton member. And there's your boy, Pat. Hey, Pat.
What up, Patty?
Yo, Pat. What's up? Let's see. Trail runner Ricky Lightfoot became only the third person to win the race since it started in 1980. He told the BBC he had woken at 6 o'clock BST on Friday before catching a flight to Manchester at midnight, landing at 4 o'clock. Do I really need to know his itinerary through all this? Crossing the line, the 6'4" or 1.93 meter athlete had no idea whether he had won, as the people and animals take slightly different routes. After asking around, he discovered he had come out on top against 1,000 runners and 50 horses with a time of 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 23 seconds. Oh, a second too late, and he would have had a perfect 2 set. He took home 3,500 pounds after beating the first horse.
Wow.
He beat that horse, guys.
Squishy just came down here and said, Cryptic, I swear to God, if one more durian shows up at my motherfucking house.
You get $3,500 for beating the horse, huh? All right, well, there you go. It's great to win the event and beat the horse, he said.
This guy really hates horses.
Quote, I called my partner and said, I beat the horse. And she said, you're joking? And I said, no, I did. And she was like, oh my God, in shock because cruelty to animals.
Yeah, because she's a part of PETA.
The firefighter said he had been quietly confident. Quote, I thought I could give the horse a good race, he explained. Since his win, he has been asked if he will enter the Grand National next. Quote, it would be great if I could win the Grand National, he said. Yeah, it would be. Quote, I've never rode a horse in my life. I once rode a donkey at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, though. Wait, what?
This story is getting spicy, yo.
No.
You did what at a pleasure beach again? You did what? Whose donkey for how many jelly beans?
I've heard about those kind of things.
Oh, boy, yeah. Tijuana, I think, has things like that. Anyway, moving on to... it wouldn't be MSS News. Oh, yeah?
Before we move on, can I just point out how weird humans are that we race horses and we're not talking about racing them against each other? Like, you know what? I bet I could run faster than that horse.
And he was right.
We measure speed in horsepower, for fuck's sake.
We do.
All right. Oh, sorry. Engine strength before some nerd goes, wait, monkey. Yeah.
That's not right, monkey.
No, monkey.
So what would it be for MSS News with that one from Frosted Glass?
Oh, boy.
I know. Can you believe it's from Medium?
Oh, yeah. He loves his Medium articles.
All right. I'll give it. I'll give this. This looks like a lengthy one. So we'll see. A Scientologist's message to the trans community.
Oh, boy.
Oh, there's nothing nice I can say about that headline.
Yeah. Having been a Scientologist for some decades, so basically being a willing walking wallet for and having worked in and around the various organizations and having studied the principles for years, the what? Scientology has... I thought I could offer some useful perspective to those in the trans community.
I bet they're happy.
I'm trying to make the connection in my head as how this is going to work before I read it, and I can't. Okay.
Me neither, dude.
There's a lot of attention on the trans issue currently, and I figured some insight might be helpful.
Wait, I'm sorry. The Scientologist is going to give trans people the insight to being trans?
I don't know. By the way, I'm not here to try to sell you on Scientology. That's your day job. Rather, I want to share some knowledge that you could use and probably don't have. Page 72, Dianetics. I figured
what is it going to be? Just sue everybody constantly if they badmouth you?
Yes. Are you trans? Get litigious. I figured that you might like an answer as to why you feel like you're in the wrong body. Is it thetans? Tell me it's thetans. I hope it's thetans.
It's your thetan level.
Do I need to drop atomic bombs into volcanoes to get rid of my thetans? Mm-hmm. Let's start with some basics. All right, here we go. You are not your body.
Oh, God.
You are an immortal spiritual being. Hey, you know the Heaven's Gate cult believed this as well, that your body was just a vehicle.
Yeah.
You know. Just okay. In Scientology, I'm not here to sell Scientology, guys. In Scientology, we use the word thetan, derived from Greek theta, meaning life force or life energy. You have a body, much the way your body has clothes.
No.
Yeah, you live in a skin suit, everybody. Thank you, Snubber. I think the community needs less cult advice right now. Yeah,
probably.
Attack on Titan.
2, you've lived many lifetimes, not just this one. Think each grain of sand on a beach representing a single life. How about think of? You missed an of there, Scientologist guy. The Scientologist does not mean right-ontologist. Think, yeah.
Of is for normal people.
Oh, possibly so. Think each grain of sand on a beach.
Thank you, Cass1. Hi, Monkey. He says, interrupt Scribe. I know he missed it.
Only because my aim was off. Beach representing a single lifetime. You've been around for a very long time. After a lifetime is over, you move on and eventually pick up another body. Tyler Henry, currently on Netflix, I have no idea what that is an exceptional example of someone tuned into those who have moved on. Oh, is he like an actual medium?
Never heard of him.
I've never heard of him either. Who was that one guy that used to be John? Was it John Edwards?
John Edwards.
John Edwards. Yeah, John Edwards was like the TV medium that I knew only his existence. Thank you, Frank Hubbard the Fourth. Why can't I have some of that L. Ron money? Wrong Hubbard lineage. I know, right? I always thought you were like related to either L. Ron Hubbard or the guy who created Dune for some reason.
Get in on that shit. They're not going to check too deep.
I know. You know, just brand yourself that way, like the guy from 6 Degrees of Separation, the guy that Will Smith played. He was Sidney Poitier's son. He just said he was, and people believed him.
Y'all are making this way too complicated. All you have to do is identify as it. Duh.
There you go.
That's true, too. Yeah, you're a reincarnation. See?
Yeah. Tell them you're a reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard.
Okay, so Tyler Henry, blah, blah, blah. It's a great series. Okay. 3, the vast majority of people don't remember their past lives. Only us special people do. You're not supposed to. Sometimes children remember their immediate past life. Article
And he
2.
gave links.
Not very frequent on a planet of 7 billion people, but it happens. There are technical reasons you don't typically remember past lives, but I won't go into that here. Just come to one of our churches and hold these 2 cans in your hands. We'll tell you why.
Sometimes the hard drive gets a little bit corrupted when you get into a new body.
My e-meter will tell you. Thank you, Officer Buck. You are a brain piloting a bone mech with meat armor. I know, right? We're all
metal potato. Thank you. Interrupt Scribe. Come on, chat. We'll do it eventually.
Okay. I think I'm going to stop reading this nonsense here because I don't want to get indoctrinated into the science.
Hey,
I'm not here to sell you Scientology.
He wasn't trying to sell it to you. He's just explaining what it's like to be a trans person.
Right.
So
okay, trans person.
Does this mean all Scientologists are trans?
Okay. I'll read a little bit more, see if we can get to that. If you flip a coin long enough, you'll get the same outcome repeatedly sometimes. Repeatedly. Heads once, tails twice, then heads again, etc. The odds of getting head 6 times in a row is 1.56%. Maybe not coincidentally, the percentage of a 13 to 17-year-old reporting as trans is 1.4%.
No, he didn't. No.
You know this reminds me of, and this is very abstract. That reminded me of this. I had to take a taxi to work one day. This is years and years ago. I take a taxi to work, and the taxi driver was very, very excited to tell me something. He's very, very excited. He says, "My friend, are you religious?" And I'm like, "Not really." And he's like, "Oh, do you know how many secrets there are in the Torah?" I'm like, "I couldn't tell you." He says, "Well, here's the thing. Here's the secret." And I'm like, "Oh. Do you know the word for bee in Hebrew is?" And I can't remember what the word was, but he says what the word for bee in Hebrew is, like a bumblebee, right? And I say, okay. He says, "Do you know that every letter and word in the Hebrew language represents a number?" I said, "I did know that. I saw this movie Pi, where a guy drills a hole in his head because of that." That stopped him for a second. Anyway, he said, "The word for bee in Hebrew equals the number 13. I'm like, uh-huh. "And did you know there are 13 chromosomes in bee DNA?" And I was like, "Do you see? God has a plan." I'm like, "Oh, gee." I was like, "Okay, thank you for the taxi ride. I'm leaving now." And that was a very exciting day for me. I learned that I don't even know if any of that's true, but he was really into it. He really wanted to let me know. That's what this sounded like right here. He was like, "Oh, you flip a coin." Also, people, yeah. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
Any other news stories?
Can I get a moment for a donation? Thank you, Chaos One. On Transformers, or I think it's supposed to just be on Transformers thing. The trans people, gender in disguise. There you go. For me.
Gender in disguise.
Yeah.
When they get dressed, they go.
Yes. This motherfucker compared flipping a coin to being trans.
I guess so. I'd say I don't have any new news stories, so let me check one more time here. Maybe I got to refresh it. Maybe that'll do it. Nope. Just the 3 so far. All right. I'll give this a couple other minutes here. Let's see. Flip the coin. Okay. The odds of hitting heads 10 times in a row is 0.0967, which is really small, but it can and does happen. So let's say you had a streak going. The average lifespan over the last several hundred years has been around 35 to 40 years. I see red string on a board somewhere right now. So you may have spent 400 years as a man or as a woman with no variation. You get insights into your past lives of Scientology, but again, not the target of this message.
Of course not. Of course not. By the way, there'll be a donation link at the end.
Dude, he sounds like me when I worked at Target.
Right?
In essence, you had a hot streak. You were a woman, etc. For some multiple lifetimes in a row. You probably get pretty good at it. You knew how to be a woman quite well. You'd been one for a long time. You were used to the gig. You could be a matriarch of the family or a bombshell who knows how to keep the men on a leash. Whatever the whatever the beingness, you had the identity mastered. And then you get born with a penis. Dang, what's this thing doing here? Doesn't feel right, right?
Oh my God.
You know what? Here's the worst part about this story. There is somebody who is trans who read this and was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, a light went off. Like,
it all makes sense now.
Yes.
I wonder what that. There's that lady in Oregon who, like, she's the reincarnation of some Mesopotamian warrior or something. You ever hear about this lady?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been. She had some crazy name, but anyway, I remember the god's name is Ramtha. That's all I remember, is that the god that she's supposedly the incarnation of, or the vessel for, is called Ramtha. And she's got this entire cult compound thing. It's been going on for like decades now, and it just keeps persisting for some reason. And that's what I always think of with this. It's like, oh, I'm the reincarnated something or other, and this, that, and the other. Like, I mean, this reads like an old Tumblr post where somebody's like trying to make their life much more interesting than it actually is by just making stuff up, like headmates and that kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, but this isn't to sell Scientology, guys. No. This is just informational. That's all it is.
Right. I promise you, this dude has made, with this article, at least one trans Scientologist.
A transologist.
There we go. Advocatus Jay-Z Knight. That's what it was. Jay-Z Knight and Ramtha. Yeah, Jay-Z Knight's some lady who's like the reincarnated Mesopotamian warrior or something. Oh, boy. Anyway, there you go. Well, let's see. What do we usually do at this time? We usually do like fucketry, I think.
Yeah, fucketry.
Yeah. So, real quick before I'll interrupt myself before I do anything else. Thank you again, Snubbirth. The Medium let him write this.
Well, Medium
has a filter? What?
Medium's kind of like Substack. You can write whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, literally anything, dude.
I have a Substack. I think the link's in the description, guys. It's free. I don't know how to monetize it yet. I don't know that I would if I could. So there you go. And I promise I won't spam. It's just once in a blue moon I'll write something. Thank you again, Frosted Glass. I knew I missed this for a reason. You're welcome. Yes, thank you, Frosted.
Appreciate it. You're a good man.
Also, Genty Maxie, hello. Joel McLaughlin. Where'd he go? There he is. Hello. Wandering Lisa, hello. Data Wasteland, hello. Mash Issue, hello. Also,
hi,
Chaos Eve. There's Chaos Eve. Hey, Chaos. Again. Hello.
Chaos, how you doing, sweetheart?
All right, so I don't know what has been bothering you on, I guess, the internet lately. Oh, real quick to interrupt myself. Thank you. The Chaos 1X sent you a thing on Twitter. I don't use it. No £. Oh, okay. I'll take a look. But in the meantime, Satsu, what's been bothering you on the internet?
Shit, I don't really know, man. Because like, I do pop on Twitter and I see stuff, and it annoys me for like a half second, and then as soon as I get off, I'm just like, oh yeah, I don't have to think about this shit constantly. So, there's been several things over time, just like the whole Biden's Twitter feed has been very hilarious to me lately.
Oh Lord.
Because apparently this dude is in an alternate universe of America.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know who is in control of his feed, but every day it's just like America's the greatest it's ever been. Our economy is better than it's ever been, and all the things are great, and everybody's happy. And I've made America's overall just better off since I've been in office. I'm just like, what?
Well, I loved it the other day when he said he was talking about a news story, and he said he was going to abort the presidency or something. I was like, what? He was talking. Yeah. He meant to say pregnancy, but he said presidency, and it's just. Thank you, P-Dog. Fuckatry. What have we been doing so far? The old routine, basically. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the show could be put under the category of just fuckatry for the sake of fuckatry, because it's
that's
usually
fair. But
going on in the world.
Fuckatry was always more personal to each of us. What was isn't just us.
There's the world's fuckatry and the news stuff, and then it's down to individual taste. Thank you, Travis Gardner. Hey, I think this format may be the one, guys. Hope it catches on. Hey, it's all about format. And thank you, Chaos Eve. Holy cats, monies, take them. Miss you guys. Thank you, Eve. I still have like 3 or 4 different TEDx's I should have you on for at least once in the near future. I've got designs to start having people on again. So I forget what your job situation is now, but let's chat offline and figure something out at some point.
Oh, also Chaos too. If you still play Final Fantasy 14, world hopping is a thing now. You can jump to other people's worlds. So nice. Yeah, because you remember, Monkey, I was telling you like I would invite all these people and be a fucking walking poster board for Final Fantasy 14, come and play. And they're like, oh, dude, yeah, I can't wait. I'm going to download the game. And then they go to another fucking server and play with somebody else. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. I get it. You know, my feelings ain't hurting nothing. But now you can world hop. So everybody who has been playing or was playing, who was in a different server, like, holla at your boy, because I still play it.
All right,
thank
Monkey.
you, Chicago Mike. It's been a while since Scribe's been interrupted. Appreciate
there you
that.
go, Monkey. What you do a show every day, almost?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm sure you have very little to complain about that you don't already complain about. But go ahead.
No, but just one general. I'll just give you one of those. I've been reading several articles. Oh, you have get that first.
But you're interrupting yourself on my behalf.
Indeed.
I feel like I've stepped through the looking glass here. Thank you, Snubbirth. More of a personal interest since we got the band back together. Scribe Satsu, your thoughts on the groomer discussion lately? Is there something... Are we just talking like in general, like the use of the word, or...
I'm not sure. I need some context.
Yeah, you don't need a super chat at Snubber, but just so we make sure we know what you're talking about, one more message with context, I'd appreciate it. I can guess what you mean, but I don't want to assume. Go ahead, Monkey.
For me, the big thing's always been our media and how shit they are, and I've seen a lot of articles and even a video that came out today with people in the press whining that nobody trusts us or watch us anymore. What the hell's going on? And then I also see an article today with Jayapal saying that Donald Trump, his rhetoric is going to cause violence. And the picture that it was tweeted out with is Joe Manchin, who's not mentioned anywhere in the article.
Don't you love that? Editorial excellence.
Yeah, and it's like, how do you guys not get why nobody trusts you?
Chaos 1X, please interrupt Scribe. Hi, Scribe. I'll try to interrupt myself later on your behalf.
Well, technically, I think you just did it with that.
That could be true.
I think that counts.
Yeah. That could be true. Let's see. Where'd Snubberth go? Yeah, no, there was our friend at CNN, our favorite friend at CNN, Chris Saliza.
No!
He made a post today showing he retweeted some guy who was like, I love my AR-15 and nobody's going to take my AR-15 from me. And he said, this guy was the personal physician under Obama. And I'm like, so? And then there was a guy below me that said, and under Bush and under Clinton, so? You're not going to mention that, Chris? It was like the most bizarre thing. It's like, what? So a guy is a gun enthusiast, and he was Obama's physician. What? And this is something that Chris Saliza was like, you have to know about this. Like, what? But yeah, no, I mean, having done CNN stories for all the time that we did the show, I don't trust the media. You know, I still get caught once in a while. I still get caught flat-footed by believing something when they put it up first, or having a reflex reaction, or being caught by like a satire site because it just sounds like a Poe. It's like I could be fooled by it. But 9 times out of 10, when a news story breaks these days, I don't say anything in reaction to it on Twitter until I know more. Because I see everybody, like anytime one of these shootings happens or somebody else, you just see this flood of reactions and declarations and all these moral, certitudes about this, that, or the other. And I sit there going like, I remember, this is how old I am. I remember back in the day when the Oklahoma City bombing happened, and the news helicopters were all around the site and everything, and the newscasters doing the narration over things were like, "We're not sure yet if this is Islamic terrorism, but there's good indications." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me right now? You don't know what the hell's going on." And
my policy on the show right now with shootings is I will mention that they happen the night that they do, and that's it. That's it. Because until we know more, I'm not discussing it. Now, we can have conversations about guns or safety and all that. But yeah, I will talk about it after we know more.
I think KS1X again. Here's a guy who got a whiff of Clinton's fart and why he predicts the fall of the GOP. Chris Cillizza?
Cillizza probably.
Cillizza, good Lord. That guy hasn't, him and his personal Igor, Harry Enton. Those guys are still. I'm surprised they haven't been dropped yet, because I hear that there's some big shakeups coming to CNN with the new owners and everything, especially since CNN Plus. Oh God! Man, CNN Plus is hilarious. Okay, Scribe, you guys were kind of the canary in the coal mine for me for the controversy Florida started long before it happened. Oh, as far as we weren't around for the "Don't Say Gay" bill, were we?
No, but.
Or was there something else that I'm forgetting about Florida?
I'm just curious if he's meaning just that we talked about stories about that kind of stuff for a while.
Oh, okay, yeah. As far as the groomer thing's concerned, I mean, what I'm seeing more and more often now is just these examples of like drag shows happening in elementary schools and things like that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that.
Yeah, and or some of the books that are being promoted. There was some like school board meeting where one of the parents like took out one of the books that's so controversial and said, "I'm just going to read aloud from this," and he was like shut down.
That's happened to at least 3 different people. Yeah,
has it been? Yeah, and like the information is too inappropriate for this form or something.
There was a woman who was reading it, and she was told that that was inappropriate language for that kind of meeting, and it's stuff that is in a junior high school library.
Right. Thank you, Timothy Sealbeck. Hello, Scribe. Give to Monk if he abstains from smoking for a while. Well, you can give to Monk yourself at the top of the chat box. Thank you so much. I'll find some way to give to Monk in the near future. But yeah, the top of the chat box, guys, Monkey and Satsu Streamlabs, the correct Streamlabs. So if you'd like to donate to them directly, by all means. And you can tell them to interrupt me, and they will, because they love to do it anyway.
Chicago Mike, thank you, says, "Here's more interrupting Scribe money. It's great to see the band back together." And Chaos Eve said, "Money's for you too." Thank you, Chaos. You sweetheart, you.
Chaos, thank you, says, "Didn't forget you." That is very kind of you. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you, Chaos. Chaos1X again was just a hyperbolic take on modern journalism. Yeah. A modern journal. What does that mean anyway? Journalists, not investigators, repeating what other news outlets put out. Yeah. Advocates. Thank you, New Fate 26, and now interrupt a co-host of your choice with a fact from the Hunt for October film that's not in the novel. Oh Lord.
Well, here, I'll start talking so you can interrupt me. Wait. Okay. I'm helping you out. Now you got to interrupt. You got to do it. You got to interrupt me at some time. I'll keep going until you do it. Scribe, you're supposed to interrupt a co-host with this. Okay. Hello.
He doesn't have it in him.
So did you know that in the Hunt for October book, a character appears in there that is very famous that does not appear in the film, and that's John Clark. If you guys know who John Clark is, in the film Clear and Present Danger was portrayed by Willem Dafoe. And would eventually be portrayed by Michael B. Jordan in a Amazon movie that was based on a book from Tom Clancy and was a horrible adaptation and very poorly done. called Without Remorse. One of my favorite Tom Clancy books about remorse, next to Hunt for Red October, which is basically Punisher the novel. It's great. If you haven't read Without Remorse and you like the Punisher or just like really good action fiction, read that. But don't watch the movie that they made out of it because it is garbage.
I liked the movie except for his female superior officer. I haven't read the book, so I don't have that reference for it. Oh, Without Remorse,
it's a completely different story. They didn't even do the story justice at all. It's awful.
As just a generic action film, it's okay. She was just a little over the top in the rah-rah woman department.
Yeah, I don't even know if she was in the book. Because the whole plot of the book is 180 degrees, has nothing to do with the movie. It's completely different. Thank you again, Timothy. Meant to give half. Oh, my card doesn't work on Streamlabs. Oh, okay. Well, I will find a way to get Monkey money. Don't worry.
No. Wait, Timothy, I appreciate the thought. One, I'm going to keep smoking anyway, so you can keep it all.
Yeah, remember back in the olden days, it was like, hey, donate $1 and Monkey's got to stop
those
smoking
were hard.
for a minute. Yeah, those were difficult days.
There were times that people donated to where I could not smoke for the whole fucking stream, and that was hard.
I know. And then I had to like keep track because they would carry over to the next stream, and it's like, oh no. It's like for the next 3 shows, you can't smoke. No.
Poor Monkey.
Let's see. Zan Wild, thank you so much. Tom Clancy was my ex's godfather. His wife Mary was the sweetest. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He started writing he became a published author at a very late stage in his life. He was like in his mid or 30s, I think, or something like that. He was an accountant previously, and he just was a Navy enthusiast, and his first book just took off like hotcakes. Thank you, Kiefer Dam, again. Sing happy birthday to Cephas Wolf. Oh, is it somebody's birthday? Cephas Wolf. Well, Monkey, take it away.
Cephas, it's your birthday, and around here we do this. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Are you a real wolf?
Happy birthday, dear Cephas.
Don't answer that. I don't care.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sir. Hope you have a good one. Really, really do.
Indeed. The VTK, thank you for the donation, says, hey, I donate too. You do. You have. Thank you.
In chat, somebody asked.
He says, that was me. I interrupted you.
I saw. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It really was. In chat, though, I was asked, I couldn't just mute my mic and smoke. I could have, but that would have been dirty.
Yeah,
I would have donated so that I didn't do it. Yeah.
And you all know how honorable Monkey is.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what we're talking about. I do have a morality system.
Do you? Is it based on Dungeons and Dragons by any chance? Are you chaotic?
No, it's these Thetan things I wanted to talk to you guys about after the show.
Okay.
I'm all ears.
Let me tell you all about Thetans. Let's see. My fuckatry. Gosh, what has been bugging me lately? I mean, I let out a lot of steam the other night on Monkey's show when we talked about comic book movies and comic books and everything.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit on that stuff, because, yeah, I don't know. It's, I guess, I mean, I talk about this on my shows all the time, but it's the mundane nature of the things that shouldn't be mundane now, but they are. And what I mean by that is like the constant, and I only focus on this because it's the thing that I focus on, DEI initiatives, these blatantly discriminatory, racist grifters in the consulting community that I've done so many videos on, and just this last week saw a couple of them that are, I mean, it is an amazing grift. Like the one I was looking at in this little short thing we watched on Sunday, she said something to the effect of, I've been seeing that, these conversations about race aren't happening as much anymore, and they need to still happen. I'm like, yeah, because you need a paycheck.
right?
That's the only reason. It's like you set up, like I said, you set up the saltines stand on one end of the street, and you set up the lemonade stand on the other end of the street, selling lemonade for $2 a glass. Yeah, you have to create your own market. That's what you're doing by perpetuating this stuff. You're creating your own market, but nobody's calling it out, and everybody keeps talking about this stuff. And like when I emailed the college the other week and saying, please explain to me how this is not inherently a violation of the Civil Rights Act. You're a public institution accepting federal money, and you have a department of your college who is saying blatantly, publicly, without any filter, they're going to be recruiting students on the basis of their race. Full stop. What? How? But are there any consequences to these things? If there are any class action lawsuits against companies that do this stuff or make these public declarations, I would love to hear about it. But it just seems like everybody's just shrugging and moving along, and it's so inherently un-American. It always bugs the heck out of me. So I guess that's my fucketry. It's kind of an ongoing thing. There you go. All right. Well, silence is nice.
Yeah, well, sorry, I didn't care about what you were talking about.
I did.
I don't give a shit. Whatever. That's why I got out of this business. Fuck that.
To your point, though, I mean, with needing to drum up the racism, polls and stuff are showing the people who are insisting that America is horribly, horribly racist aren't black people. It's not Latino people. It's not Asian people or Jewish people. It's honkies. We're the ones so focused on it. Yeah. Well, everybody else is like, yeah, it can be a problem, but I just live my life. And so, yeah, they do have to keep drumming up the business, because without it, a whole lot of people got to go get a job at Walmart.
Chaos1X, thank you again. Monkey is a different kind of dirty old man. This is true.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah, he doesn't bathe.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. What was I going to say something that I lost it. Oh, well. We have another story that was sent to me by, speaking of which, the Chaos1X. I want to get that in here real quick. Oh, go ahead.
Before you do that, I saw in chat, Lisa says, it's like you never stopped the show. The three of us, from the first time we ever started talking, it was like three old friends just started talking.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just this dynamic. I love these two guys.
Yeah.
Same.
When I was setting this up, I'm like, we're gonna. When I started getting the overlay ready and the background, I was falling into this. It was so automatic, like just getting the show ready for the night. I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, I got to find a thumbnail idea that has the three of us in it. Oh, okay, this. Threw it all together, and I'm thinking, as soon as I hit play, it's going to be like no time's passed at all. I knew it before we started.
Yeah, Sean DW says, well, there is BLM Monkey, which is made up of at least 70% white people.
Yep. and where does that money go? Into people's mansions and parties and all this stuff goes down. Yeah, because it's like anything tagged BLM got so much money over the last 3 years, and nobody cared to follow where the money was actually going. Just total virtue donation, and meant nothing to nobody. Thank you again, Snubberth. Holy cats, just saw a Twitter thread that said that the, quote, everything is racist crowd will die when boomers do, because it will lose its guilt crowd and be nothing but people jaded by the word.
I disagree 100%.
I doubt it.
No.
It's never, as long as there is a buck to be made, as long as there is a camera to get on, it will not go away.
Well, the main reason I believe that to be true is just because fucking academia. Like it's being instilled in kids as we speak. So,
speaking of which, places of learning, Iowa library temporarily closes after full-time staff leaves following complaints about, quote, liberal agenda in book selection. Okay, a small-town library in Iowa is scrambling to reopen after community complaints about its book selection prompted full-time staff members to resign. The controversy started over complaints about books on display for children with information on the LGBTQ community, according to Jimmy Kell, board chair of the Vinton Public Library. Quote, they would like balance that for every book that talks about LGBTQ issues, that there also be a book describing traditional gender expression, Kelly told CNN Thursday. There's only one letter in that has anything to do with gender expression, really, but I mean, technically, I don't know. Anyway, quote, the people basically accused the library of having a liberal agenda, he added. However, former library director Jeanette McMahon defended the decision to display the books in its library collection in an interview with CNN, saying she never had a, quote, agenda. Quote, I don't have an agenda when I purchase a collection. That is not my job. I know what my job is, and we have guidelines that we follow to do that. So politics does not play a role in how I choose my collections.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Kelly says there were a lot of. Well, then how many Communist Party books do you have in there?
Well, even
how many
going back to
Scientology books do you have in there?
The part up top where like it was LGBT issues and normal gender expression.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're saying it like that, I mean, technically Harry Potter is normal gender expression, but
Yes.
it's not about going out there and dressing normal. You know what I'm getting at? Because the LGBT ones are all about that.
Yeah.
And you say, we put Hunt for Red October next to it. I don't know what you guys are talking about with an agenda here.
Yeah, the books have an agenda themselves. There's an agenda in the book specifically.
For the record, I think the people who are whining about it should shut the hell up. It's a public library.
That's a
different book.
Yeah.
But don't whine.
Thank you, Cryptic. I blame opinionated Scotsman for all this crap.
What he did.
Holy crap.
What happened to him?
A hefty donation from you're a ridiculous lunatic.
Oh.
I never give money to Susan, so sure, this donation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, a public library. I don't go to the section where I don't need to read books from. Now, I guess the concern might be, I would love to know what books these are and what's actually in them, because if there's some of the books that we've seen being shown in some of the elementary schools, I can see parents having a problem if they're just like letting their kid sit around in the kids section of the library for a little while and what they're getting into. That might be a concern, depending on what it is. Let's see. While Kelly says there were, quote, a lot of people who spoke up in defense of people in the LGBT community, unquote, at later meetings, the complaint still took a toll on staff, including former library director Renee Greenlee, who left in May, and her interim replacement, who left last Friday. Quote, we made a determination that without any full-time staff, we would need to close, Kelly said. Let's see. Are they going to show us the books? Are these the books? I don't know.
I'm guessing so.
Maybe. What makes a hero? Captain Marvel? Oh, no. That book needs to be banned. No, anyway. Reconsideration. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'd have to see what the books are, but honestly, it's like books with an agenda.
I mean, at the end of the day, this shit like really doesn't matter. Like if you, regardless of whatever side you're on, if you walk in and this ruins your day, then get a hobby.
I can understand why people would be mad about it because, again, there is an agenda with the kind of books that they're out there, and they even say it. You know, this is to help normalize or to let kids know that it's okay. When you're saying that, you're telling me you have an agenda.
You're right.
However, just take your kid to a different part of the library.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's not that big a deal, you know.
The normalized thing. I just had. I guess this is a little bit of fucketry. There was a quote. I don't know if you guys watched the show The Boys on Amazon.
I've considered watching it, but I always just go, nah.
Okay, yeah, it's yeah. Anyway, not to give too many spoilers away, but there was a character in this most recent season who. The creator of the show said he specifically, even though this character got in a situation that based on the rules established in the show would decidedly kill her, he didn't kill her specifically because the character is LGBT and he didn't want to continue with that poisonous or toxic trope of killing off the LGBT character.
Oh, dear Christ.
And I'm thinking, wait a second. What is the concept of normalization? If not, you treat everyone fairly. If the rules of your universe say, in this situation, a character would die, then if you want to normalize quote unquote things, then it becomes irrelevant, just like it would for any other character who's straight, let's say. But instead, you play favorites or something, or like protected status over your own characters in order to defy the rules of the universe you've created because you don't want a toxic trope. So instead, you're going to reverse that and turn it into this type of person has plot armor. How is that respectful of either the character arc of the character or universe you've created, or say anything about how people should be treated fairly, both in fiction or otherwise? It just blew my mind. I was like, that you did the exact opposite wrong thing if that's what you're trying to get across.
Well, is the pendulum swinging too far in the other direction? Because like me as a black person, people will tell you I'm supposed to feel whenever I walk into a room full of white people, like I'm supposed to feel like, oh no, like this is bad. I'm in a room full of white people. Something, this might be bad for me. Something bad might happen. I need to, protect myself or defend myself against these people just in case. And people will think like, oh, he must be thinking that. Like, oh my God. So what we're going to do is we're going to swing the pendulum in the complete opposite direction. And we're going to hold the fucking sign up that says blacks are welcome here. Right. Like that's supposed to make me feel better. Like this makes me feel just as fucking awkward as the thing that you claimed I was worried about before.
Yeah. Could you please point out my differences to everybody in the room? I'd appreciate that.
Yes. Because Jesus, fuck, man.
I come across that all the time in these videos I look at. Like the other one the other day, the guy's like, oh, DEI and remote learning. Now that people are remote learning, companies can diversify their workforces by going to lower income areas for talent. And I'm like, what the fuck did you say that? Crazy white dude guy? Did you? Sinatra Says is here. Hey, Sinatra. How's it going?
What's up, Sam?
Let's see, Chaos 1X, thank you again. Apparently people have been protesting by taking out the books and just not bringing them back. Okay, well, theft is theft.
Yeah, that's stealing.
If you don't agree with the book, theft is theft.
They'll end up getting a fine for the library fine for it.
Yeah, you'll end up paying for the book. Devilfruit Zero, hey lords, taking lunch at work. Glad I could catch some of it. Hope you are all well. We are well. Thank you, Devilfruit Zero. Nice to see you.
Bud.
Snubberth again. Comics better. The audience that loves the show is all but dump on the comic creator. That show did it better by being another hate fantasy of what they think conservatives is at a season 5. Yeah, there is a lot of political and not so subtle messaging about current politics in there. The Buffalo guy from January 6th showed up, or at least someone dressed up like him in the show. And that's why I could say a lot about The Boys. I'm not going to spend the time doing it here, but yeah, it values shock over content. It has a lot of really cool shock. The performances are great. The effects are really cool. Shock value is through the roof. Actual story content and internal logic, not so much. And thank you, Catherine H. My cousin's 3-year-old passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Look up Heather Phelan on GoFundMe to get the whole story. Kid had cystic fibrosis. Okay.
Sorry to hear that.
Let me solicit people in the chat. Can you get the link to me for that real quick, and I will post it up at the top of the chat box. I'm so sorry to hear that, Catherine. My condolences. Maybe we can help out tonight. We'll see if we can do. Okay, we are at about the bottom of the hour-ish. So, guys, if you have questions for us, comments, whatever, get them ready. If you have questions for us directly, please put plenty of question marks after your question so we know it's for us. If you have comments for us to read, please put plenty of exclamation marks after, which to know it's for us. And yeah, there you go. Lost my train of thought, but it wasn't really that important anyway.
Well, don't worry. I'll take over now before we start getting into questions. So I know people were here earlier who were asking about my schooling and stuff. And as I said, it's going good. I'm getting my diploma next month, and I'm doing my externship now, finishing that up and logging in hours so I can complete my schooling, writing out my business plan for the food business that I have. And I got an interesting comment on the picture that I shared earlier of the chicken or whatever. that I was gonna do. Somebody, hold on, let me see if I can find it again. They retweeted it, and it said, this looks like it says my cat's 3-day-old puke hiding under a sofa when he ate too fast.
Wow.
And I replied, "Holy fuck, dude, your cat's amazing. I hope you're making some good money off of that."
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but yeah, school has been going good. I'll be getting my diploma soon, writing out the business plan, and hopefully by this time next year, I can get the ball rolling on that. I got a bunch of stuff planned. I'm going to start uploading on my cooking channel again very soon. I just needed to really get into figuring out this new job and finally being done with school, so I got free time again. So it should be fun. I got a lot of stuff planned. So that's my update.
Let's see. Trying to find that GoFundMe. I'm not sure if I found it. Heather, if you happen to have the GoFundMe link. Oh, here. Oh, here it is. Okay, Keyboard looks like she found it. Oh, there we go. Okay, gotcha. All right. Guys, everybody, 1 second here. And I suddenly lost it because of reasons. Okay, there it is. So at the top of the chat box, I've pinned up the GoFundMe to help with the funeral costs from Heather's cousin's daughter. So if you guys can take a look at that. Right now it is sitting at, let me pull it up here. It's a $9,000 of an $18,000 goal. So if you happen to have a couple of extra bucks, that'd be very appreciated. So thank you so much in advance. I'll be donating soon. Joe Lopez, real quick. Joe Lopez, I just started at the beginning, and it's nice to see Scribe still has production problems. Hey, this is live TV, and I never claimed to be professional. So there you go. Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
That's right.
Cast1, thank you. On your comments earlier about existential dread, my first bit was when I was 5. Parents came in and found me crying because I realized I was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Conversation from earlier this morning. Yeah. That's where my head's been recently.
I remember the first time I contemplated that as a child, and I freaked out. Like my mind, like trying to contemplate oblivion, and your brain can't really do it. And I burst into tears and ran to my mama because I just I had a syntax error in my head. It was terrible.
Yeah, that shit didn't hit me till my 20s, and it just freaked me out to where I couldn't sleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that hit me very young for some reason. I think I can't remember what anyway. Donald Camp asked, "Will you guys sing 7 Spanish Angels?"
God damn it!
I don't even know what that is.
It's a song from Willie Nelson and Ray Charles, and it's one of my favorite songs. And my chat likes to try to get me to sing it because when I think about it, I can't help but do it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to learn this song then and bug you with it. Pyrus Creed, Satsu, are you going to watch season 4 of The Dragon Prince? And have you watched Arcane on Netflix 86 or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No to everything.
Frosted Glass, speaking of a room full of white people, Satsu, have you checked your Discord DMs?
Discord?
Yeah,
no.
Use Discord.
Dude, I don't even know if Discord is installed on my new computer. Holy fuck, dude. I forgot Discord was a thing.
I tried signing into it for some reason the other day, and I can't get back into it. I don't remember what my sign-in and everything is.
Flair Fritz, have you thought about doing one of these every 1 or 2 months? Hey, guys, you want to get together like once a month? We can call it that time of the month.
Well, you guys are going to have to wait a while, though, because if we're going to do a repeat of before, I have to, disappear for a while.
Yeah, we might, it has been talked about, we might end up on here for Aaliyah's birthday, but we'll see.
I don't mind. Like I said, now that my time is freeing up, I'm not doing school and work and stuff now. You guys can just hit me up whenever, you're feeling like talking, and we can just shoot the shit about anything. I don't care.
Random American, can we have a reunion in December? Really, I just want you to sing for my birthday. Who knows? Time will tell. We'll see. Understatement. Satsu, Aaliyah should be school age soon. When they do a drag show, how fast will you and Mama Satsu be rolling up there? Also, why did you abandon us in Nav's game?
Nav's game? Oh, geez. Well, here's the thing. You'll know it happened because the GoFundMe will go up very soon after that, asking y'all to help me bail her out of jail. So, yeah.
Pyrus Creed, Scribe, now that the Supreme Court has made The Handmaid's Tale real, do you think you can now get a woman?
Wow. Wow.
Jeez.
Fuck.
That's hurtful.
Holy shit.
The answer is yes.
There you go.
Thank you, Tech Alpaca. What do you think has been the most noteworthy event that has happened since the last Lawton episode?
Oh, we just mentioned Roe.
Event?
Definitely Roe.
Yeah, as far as just like historical whatevers, yeah, probably that. Or as far as an ongoing, something that I'm pretty sure we would have had a lot of aching content over is probably the January 6th hearings.
Oh, yeah.
I hear you with that, but I mean, they've been so predictable.
Yeah, I know. It's the dog and pony show, but just as like an ongoing sort of like, I can just imagine the kind of wonderful CNN insanity we would have had just reading article day after day, Chris Cillizza talking about those things.
Oh, but, yeah, they masturbate hard to that stuff.
Yeah. But as far as like a significant event, we're talking Ukraine invasion and Roe. I think those are probably the two that would have been high on the list. Let's see, real quick here. I'm getting behind on the questions. Thank you, Travis Gardner. So Lawton midterms going to happen? Yeah, we might. When the midterm elections happen, will you guys be up for that? Maybe.
I would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm talking about it anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm still enough of a political wonk that I'll be interested to see how that goes. So sure.
Maybe it depends on when it's happening and whatever.
November.
What is it? November 8th, I think.
Yeah.
What day of the week is that?
Always a Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Okay, I work on Tuesday, so we'll see.
Okay. Let's see. Mashisu Scribelight, have you had a chance to try Dr. Pepper Dark Berry yet? As far as I know, I have not seen it carried at my local store. Admittedly, I haven't been actively looking for it every time I've gone there, but I haven't seen it.
Did you just say, as far as I know, I haven't seen it?
Well, I mean, I might have glanced at it and not recognized it because I don't recognize it.
I feel like you should know what you've seen. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
I understand that I can walk into a room.
Probably missed your handmaiden.
Wait, what did they ask for again? Have you seen?
If I had a chance to try the Dr. Pepper Dark Berry.
Oh, they made dark berry barbecue water? Okay, cool.
And the can is like blue or something. So if I'm looking around for Dr. Pepper, my brain isn't looking for a blue can. So, maybe it's been there and I just didn't notice it. I don't know.
What the? Nuts in chat just said kick him, Scribe. Like, for real?
Kick who?
Bro.
My biggest fan, y'all.
Okay. James Colley, why hasn't Dogcat Fox been in therapy for his need to serial...
I'm sorry. That's funny. That's a good throwback. Well done, James.
That's a ridiculous throwback. Ridiculous. Backscan 3030 Satsu, what do you think of the latest season of Overlord? And yes, it's anime monk.
I've only watched the first episode, so I don't really have that much of an opinion yet. Like, it's,
This isn't a question, but Mansquatch, I don't plan on dying. I have a phylactery all set up. Sure, it used to be a Folgers can, but it was blessed by a holy man on the corner. He had to be holy. He was speaking in tongues. A phylactery. The first time I ever came across the word phylactery and understood what it meant was from playing Dragon Age Origins. And you're playing the mage starting quests.
Wow.
And find the phylactery and everything. Yeah.
No,
Dragon Age Origins, the only good Dragon Age.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Dragon Age Inquisition. It was very pretty.
Yeah, that was it.
But it was an MMO, and it was not fun. And yeah.
Chaos Even Chat said, Monkey, Scribe may not know what he's seen, but at least he can get up and walk closer to find out.
Oof. Oh! God damn.
Y'all are mean tonight.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into the fucking thick of this shit, because I can feel it coming, my feelings are still easily hurt.
You don't have feelings. You told us that.
I know, but shush.
Okay, Lexi Mad, Scribe Light, I was late. Can we start over? Also, sing happy birthday to Dom O'Leary.
Fuck no.
Okay, well, as far as the first one's
He did not mute me for this shit. How dare you? I don't play by using the Scribe. How you like it now?
Yeah. There you go. Anyway, Dom O'Leary, huh? Well, Monkey, take it away.
Dom, it's your birthday. Around here, we do this. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
What the fuck?
Happy birthday to you.
That's not normal.
Happy birthday, Dom O'Leary. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dom. I hope you have a good one. Satsu, it sounded like you were trying to hold in a fart there for a second.
You know, maybe.
I already know the answer to this question. New Fake 26. Has Monkey gotten around to watching more than the first episode of The Shield? No, of course not. I bought him the whole collection. He fell asleep during the first episode. Like, fuck it. Okay.
No, I watched the first episode. I watched the whole first thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Useless Cook. What has Sassy been cooking? Sassy, what's your latest culinary extravaganza?
Well, I cooked the first prototype for what I'm going to be using for my business. That's like the most recent thing I cooked. And I also made Korean fried chicken yesterday because my wife was like, I want Korean fried chicken. And I'm like, bitch, me too. So that's what that happened.
Wabbajack, is there been more watched video than Two Girls, One Cup?
Pardon?
I'm sure.
I think Gangnam Style has been.
Fucking Cocomelon. P-Dog Knight, thank you. Great to see a lot of old friends in here tonight. Cheers to the Lords and Lords adjacent. Oh, yeah, we can't forget about the adjacent Lords. Yeah. And cheers to Squishy and your adorable daughter. Well, thank you.
Wabbajack again. Interrupt bleeding Scribe. No. Let's do it. Sean DW. Monkey watched the first episode and realized it sucked.
No, I actually liked it. And I told Scribe this. The only thing I really had a problem with was the camera. Some of that camera work was...
The pilot episode sets a lot of things up plot-wise, but a lot of things also start evening out shortly thereafter. So you really... It's never bad, but it does get better.
It wasn't any... I didn't not watch more of it because I thought it was bad or anything. I really did enjoy the first episode. Just some of the camera shit was like, please stop.
The rest is there for you. Ebony Williams, hello. Glad to see the gang together. Yes. Well, glad to see you here, Ebony.
Glad to be seen.
Are you sure that's so, or is that a lot of SOSs?
Oh, is that a secret message? Ebony, I don't know, Antifa.
And blink twice to save money on your car insurance by switching to Geico.
There you go. Thank Quippers United, or Jack Gunsky. My last chance, Quippers United on Sundays. Oh, yes, everyone. Go check out Jack Gunsky's channel, Quippers United.
You didn't even put the time in there.
Just on Sundays. Just show up whenever the fuck you feel like.
Hang out there all day Sunday.
3 a.m. Sunday. It's there. It's ongoing. He's having a marathon, guys. It's like Jerry's Kids.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, Random in chat just said, is Korean fried chicken made from real Koreans? Have you guys seen the clip with I forget his name now, but he's like a popular food personality. And there was an Asian chick on the show and she was like, do you know that Korean fried chicken is the best fried chicken? And he was like, yes. And did you know that black slaves taught Koreans how to make fried chicken? And then looked over at the camera and glanced at it like,
What?
And I'm just like, dang.
Jesus. Was that Guy Fieri?
No, it was fucking I'm trying to remember he's like really popular, the gay one. I can't remember what his name is though.
Oh.
He's on Chopped. He was the host of Chopped.
Oh, okay. The guy with the glasses?
Yeah, I always forget what his fucking name is. I like him a lot though.
I saw that show like 3 times and I can't remember anything about it. Frosted Glass, do you think if the January 6th hearings go on much longer, it'll have any effect on The Corner over on my channel Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern?
Yes.
Yeah, because the audience for the January 6th hearings is growing by the day, everyone.
Alton Brown, that's his name. I always forget his fucking name, dude. I'm sorry. The gay one, that really narrows it down.
Yeah, the gay cook. Oh.
Frosted, I just want to say, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Medium articles written about it.
Cannibalistic Wizard, try lemon ginger chicken filled rice balls, breaded and deep fried with a tangy barbecue dip, bacon wrapped candied apples, and a mug of sweet lemon tea. You know, save for the lemon tea part, I'd probably try all that.
Fuck, dude, I forgot that the food thing was a thing.
That's just reminded, yes.
Realize how long it would take me to cook? I could just do ramen in 3 minutes.
You know, Satsu cooks it and just feeds it to us. Uh-oh, I hear a squishy whispering in the background.
Squishy!
Squishy came downstairs to tell me that I told the Alton Brown story wrong.
Oh.
My wife has done that to me before.
You
want to tell the story, Squishy?
No, I just don't want you misquoted.
Well, tell it. We can hear. Tell her to tell us.
The correct thing. Correct yourself. Then.
They said they want to know. They want to know what happened.
Tell us, sweetie.
What did he really say, Squishy?
He commented on how good the technique was. She said, yeah, Korean fried chicken is the best in the world. And he's like, yeah, you want to know why? Because it was taught to Koreans by Black American GIs during the First World War. And then he stared in the camera, which is like, oh, great fact. And then they cut to commercial.
The First World War?
I mean, that's not a lot different than what Satsu said.
I mean, it's pretty close.
No.
Was it the First World War or the Korean War?
Who the fuck knows?
Well, you're looking for accuracy. I'm just never mind. Let's see. Chicago Mike. My birthday was July 3rd. Since we have a Lord's here. Okay. Is it too late to get a happy birthday song too?
Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes. Moving on. Daniel Fulman.
What happy birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Chicago Mike. Monkey, take it away.
Chicago Mike, this one's for you, my friend. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Look like Elmo's back.
Happy birthday, Chicago Mike.
Chicago Mike Scribe. Show some respect.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mike. Hope you had a great one. Really, really do.
Daniel Fulman, Scribe, will you end this stream with the traditional single word from Screw the Roses, Send Me the Thorns? Of course. Why wouldn't I? You already ruined it. Thanks a lot, dude.
From the sexual authority of Theodomasochism.
Hey, you remembered. Good for you. I taught you something. Yay. Riverdan, thank you so much. Zalbla's birthday is tomorrow. Will you still sing? Well, I'll sing now for Zalbla. Where's Zalbla?
Zalbla?
Yeah, I probably won't be singing from now until tomorrow, but
yeah.
you do it now.
so, Monkey, take it away.
Zalbla, your birthday. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2.
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all better not be lying.
Happy birthday to you.
I didn't sign up for birthday songs.
Happy birthday, dear Zalbla.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Zalbla, happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. Really, really do. I do love birthdays. It's the only time of the year that people are happy you were born.
Hey. Thank you, Chicago Mike, again. Thanks, guys. Well, thank you, Mike. Happy birthday.
And
you are
Ebony,
welcome.
over on my Streamlabs. Thank you, Ebony, who says some money's for you. That's very nice. And see how nice she was? Instead of insulting me in chat, she threw me money.
See?
You're a sweetheart.
Frosty Glass says, "Okay, Satsu, have you checked your Twitter DMs lately?"
Yes, I have.
This just in from senior staff reporter and chief Florida correspondent Colleen Bernier. Elmo getting butt fucked by Grover.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. Out of context, don't know, but that's what she wanted us to know, or asking us. Was that? Are you commenting on my singing?
Yeah, I think that was in relation to me saying, "Oh, it sounds like Elmo's here right now."
Okay. Yeah. Well, thanks, Colleen Bernier. I appreciate the vote of confidence in my vocal abilities. All right. Netriumi, have you guys ever seen a Philly roll? It's a sushi roll that uses Philly cheesesteak ingredients instead of fish.
I've actually I've made a Philly egg roll before.
It's pretty good. Sounds good, actually.
Yeah.
Circus Zero, an hour behind. It's good to hear the three of you together again. Lawton rides again. Yeehaw! Thank you, Circus. Pirates Creed, what video games, if any, are you looking forward to? And I love you guys. Oh, thank you, Pirates.
Oh,
games I'm looking forward to. Gosh, I'm such an OG gamer at this point. I'm still playing Grim Dawn.
Hang on, let me check my wish list because I don't remember them all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I tell you what game console I'm looking forward to because my Stream Deck is on the way, and finally, I'm going to be able to play 7 Days to Die handheld, which is something I never thought I'd be able to ever fucking do in my life.
Nice.
Can you play it on your refrigerator yet?
I can play Doom on my refrigerator.
I'm looking forward to Fallout New Vegas 2, baby.
That ain't happening.
Well, now they're making it. Or actually, how about Knights of the Old Republic remake? I'm sure that'll be great.
It won't.
Kerbal Space Program 2 I'm looking forward to, and Wild West Dynasty and Superpower 3 are all on my list.
Oh.
I don't know, man. Like, I haven't even really been... I've been playing the new expansion for Monster Hunter and Final Fantasy, and that's pretty much it. And House Party, because I don't give a fuck. I will openly admit that I play and enjoy House Party.
I've only loaded it up once. I gotta actually get into it sometime.
I fucking love this game, dude.
I'm also looking forward. Hang on, the new Pokemon games. They have to be said. Go ahead.
Emily Williams, thank you so much. I'm only mean to Monk on his own stream. Scribe and Satsu deserve my kindness. Thank you,
that implies that I don't.
Wabbajack, Satsu, pierogies win. Also interrupt Scribe. Well, kind of happened already, but there you go.
I like pierogies. I've never made them, though. I guess I could.
Have you ever made my mom's dish since that first time?
Oh, the vermouth?
The chicken van.
The van. No, I haven't. Okay. I just
vermouth, I can understand because I tried to buy you a bottle of vermouth one time because you said you couldn't find it or something, and then I couldn't ship alcohol or something. It was weird.
Yeah, I remember that saga.
Yes, it was very exciting. Lexi Mads. Oh, you're talking to Pete. Never mind. Sorry, that was a private conversation. Simon Wilkins, have any of you heard Sono Chino Sadame or Bloody Stream, but it's perfectly kazooed?
Nothing can be perfectly kazooed.
And that is a list of words that I can't comprehend together. So
you probably just summoned a devil reading that shit.
Probably. Cthulhu Fatagan. Let's see. Nitriumi says Obsidian's OG team Life New Vegas 2 will be subpar at best. Yeah, unless they somehow bring in the old school writers and creators from either Obsidian or even like Fallout 3. But then again, Obsidian, man, Outer Worlds was bland. That was supposed to be like Obsidian's new, magnum opus or something, and was like, oh, you're from the people who brought you New Vegas, and that sucker was just so bland. It was just like, yeah. So I don't even know that I have that much faith in Obsidian anymore to make a good Fallout game. If they have the opportunity.
Thing. I do want to warn about this. Just because a team left doesn't mean they can't get good writers and stuff in there.
Oh, sure. Sure.
History tells us they won't, but
Yeah.
give them a little leeway until we see more of what's going on.
It's the Amazon Fallout TV series that I'm most curious about. I've seen some. I've seen some production pictures, and at least the production on the sets looks really good. But then,
you know what? I just have to say this: there's a super chat.
I know, and I've got it on the screen.
I know, but it said to interrupt you, so I did that for them.
I think you fell into my trap.
No, I played along.
Wow, the Jack! Thanks so much. Do it. Also, actually interrupt him.
It's called a trap collaboration, Scribe. Jesus Christ.
Collaboration?
Trap. Never mind.
I had to do that yesterday. I have a friend who's both Mexican and half Mexican, half Italian, and also has like Aztec ancestry. So I called her an Aztexicalian.
Jesus Christ.
I thought that was a great word. She loved it. Whiskey Theorizes, thanks so much. You sang to my daughter Lorelei on the day of her birth. She's 3 tomorrow. Wow. Or somebody else is coming up on that too. And a ball of crazy and smart as a whip. Literally my favorite person. If she's 3 tomorrow, then we must sing to her today. So, whoops. I'll get to that one in a second. Sorry about that. So Lorelei, monkey for Lorelei.
Lorelei, believe it or not, I do remember when that happened. And,
I do too.
Lorelei, sweetheart, I hope you've been enjoying this world we've given you. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
That's crazy. Kids are growing along this show, dude.
Happy birthday, dear Lorelei.
Dear Lorelei.
Including mine.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope you have a great one.
Happy birthday, Lorelei. Thank you, Whiskey. Ace Phoenix, thank you so much. The Lords have united once more, and thus the 7th seal hath broken. Good to see you all once more. If the 7th seal hath broken, then everything's not going well, Ace. I don't know the Bible that much, but I know that much from at least the Demi Moore movie.
This is one of those things that keeps that seal shut.
Yeah.
That's why we did this. We
had to meet back up. It was loosening up.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, this is all just
like
a ritual.
Whore at a party.
Whoa! Okay, hopefully Lorelei's not still listening. Thank you, KS1X. The problem with the Outer Worlds was that it was the same thing over and over. The secret ingredient is people like 9 times in a row. Yeah, it just and the ending made no sense. It's like you couldn't, if you sided with the corporation or whatever, or the board, it didn't change anything about the outcome of the game. It was badly constructed. It was like they were scared of. They were both scared of letting the players make choices that would drastically be to their detriment, and they were also scared of like allowing you to do anything that wasn't just on rails. That was one of the things. It's like if you took at different points in the game, and I forget exactly how it worked, but sort of like in New Vegas, you could pick like a perk, right? And then in Outer Worlds, there was like perks, and you had downsides to them, but you could choose not to take the downside. Like, no, if you make a decision and it has a bad outcome, that's part of the role-playing experience.
But it's not inclusive.
Yeah, it's consequences and actions, and they just it felt like they were nervous to let the players just do whatever, and that was one of its downfalls.
That's become a downfall of gaming in general. If you go back, the reason Fallout 1 and 2 were as popular as they were and led to, this new growth of a franchise is because you could do so much shit. There were real consequences for what you did.
Yep.
And now they just want to be very careful. Oh, we can't let that character die because that might upset. No, sometimes things happen.
Well, also, I mean, there was the big Diablo Immortal thing that's been going on now. That's something I actually have been very closely watching. Is the controversy around Diablo Immortal, the mobile game. Y'all remember that infamous clip when dude was like, "Is this an off-season April Fool's joke?"
Yeah.
When they announced the game or whatever. Yeah, the game finally dropped, and it is just as shitty and as much of a cash grab as everybody assumed. And there was this big thing about gaming and just how it's kind of moving towards this thing. But yeah, like the dynamics are changing because they're making a lot of money off of this model, and they want to bring as many people in, particularly the mobile phone market, because everybody has a phone. Not everybody has a PlayStation, not everybody has a PC or an Xbox, but everybody's got a phone. So,
yeah, the thing I miss most about a lot of the games that I see these days is that when I was a kid, if somebody said, "I beat Ninja Gaiden without dying,"
ooh.
And if somebody said that and they're actually honest about it, like you could sit there and watch them do it, it was like you were a god, because the games did not give you any leeway. They had pixel perfect jumps you had to make in order to get past a thing or by the birds or whatever else. Back then, games were hard. There was not a lot of room for error, and that was part of it. You get good scrub. The bowling alley where you have the bumpers in the gutters that the ball can't go anywhere but through the pins. Yeah, and that's no fun. You don't learn anything by that. You don't get better at it. You don't impress anybody that way.
Well, here's the thing, though. A lot of these companies are fucking up because they are thinking that one cannot exist without the other. So, for example, when it comes to the difficulty conversation in games, they say like, oh, people are complaining this game was too hard. Make the whole game easier just across the board. And I'm like, no, you can add an easy mode to certain games or add a mode that, give people options for accessibility and all that shit. You can put those options in the game and it won't really affect the core gameplay as long as you leave the game as is. You know what I mean? I'm like, having the option is never a problem for me, but changing the entire game in itself to accommodate those fucking 5% of people who are like, we don't like this because it's hard. Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, you're fucking shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Same thing. Like you would
Second
think.
Zero, thank you. Because why not interrupt Scribe? I'm sorry, but I had to.
I know. No, I was going to say you would think that the Dark Souls franchise would have given somebody a clue in that you can make a game that will sell a zillion copies that isn't a cakewalk.
This will have to be saved for another video, though, because there was a big controversy going around with Elden Ring for that very reason. Elden Ring is one of the most popular games out right now, and it is like just reveled. Like a lot of people love this fucking game, but people were coming out just like it's trash, it's garbage. And there was this big thing with the Act Man and some fucking other dude, and man, we can get into that. That was a shit show, man.
Couple more questions before we get up to the end of the show. Daniel Phone and Scribe, any plans to watch more movies with Sister Scribe? Probably not, because my understanding of public domain for old films apparently is shoddy, because I got zapped the second time we tried to do it, and I'm not willing to gamble that again. We got away with Night of the Living Dead, because it's like supposedly, and as far as I know it was, and then I tried to do The Wasp Woman, which is also a public domain movie, and I got shut down in the middle of the stream. I got copyright claimed. So the answer is probably not. I'm going to try to find something I can hopefully do in tandem with Sister Scribe in the near future, but it's probably not going to be movie night anymore unless I can find something that I know is clear somehow.
Just watch it on Twitch. You'll be fine.
Yep. Exactly. Let's see. Mashisu Satsu, are you looking forward to Attack on Titan? See, I actually know what that means now. The final season, part 3 next year. Part 3 of the final season.
Man, these motherfuckers are dragging this shit out, dude. And it's kind of frustrating because I love the show, but god damn, man. Like, really?
Johnny Blaze. Whoops. I meant to click on the one above that, but I'll do this too. I got Bloodborne and I only played it 20 minutes, then quit. Well, they got your money.
Somebody said earlier, not all games are for everybody, and that's true.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
I'm gonna say a very famous quote now from Quantum TV, the other half of the drama that happened with that. He said, "Games that aren't made for everyone shouldn't be made."
Oh, right, I saw that. Yeah, it's nonsense. Nonsense.
Yes, games that aren't made for everyone shouldn't be made. So he essentially, if you translate that into not fuckhead, he essentially said games shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
Look, there's a lot of games out there that people absolutely love that I have just no interest in. You shouldn't change that game for me.
Yeah.
Genty Maxie, thanks for stopping by my stream the other day, Scribe. I was happy to do so. Say hi. I try when I see things pop up. If I'm not working, I try to pop in and say hi to people real quick if I can. But with that, guys, we are, if you can believe it, at the top of the hour and thus the end of the show.
This has gone by fast.
Yeah. So, Satsu, you got anything coming up you want to shill real quick?
No, not really. If you're subscribed to my cooking channel, I know there's been no reason to go there for several months, but I'm working out some content for that to get back into it once I'm finally done with school. So there'll be stuff like that, and I want to try to start making more personal videos, like kind of vlog style with me, and just like not so formulaic, because that was a bit tedious. So I'd like to do cooking streams and shit again too. So. I got plans for that stuff now that I'm finally done. Well, when I'm finally done with school. So just stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, a link to that is in the description. So go check out Satsu's cooking channel and subscribe and hit the bell and all that fun stuff. Monkey, what do you got coming up soon?
Right after this, I'll be over on my channel doing a Monkey in the Morning.
Oh, there you go. So if you need some more monkey in your life, go over there. Mike R., real quick, thank you so much for the Bravo Dogcat Fox. Oh, Dogcat Fox.
Wowee, wow.
Oh, Dogcat Fox. Thank you, Mike R. As for myself, guys, you can find me here Thursday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for TED Excellence. Once again, I'll look at another off-brand TED Talk for enjoyment and education. I call it enjoyment, yeah, whatever. Anyway, before I sign off, let's go with flipping to a random page in the great book, Screw the Roses, Send Me the Thorns, The Romance and Sexual Sorcery of Sadomasochism.
Sadomasochism!
And today's secret word is...
Humping.
Whips, if you can believe it.
Whip it real good.
Bing, bong, bum, 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 bum. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for this reunion tour. We might do it again in the near future. We'll see. If we do, we'll give you plenty of notice ahead of time.
And also, thank you guys for making this feel like it's always felt.
Indeed.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, coming back for us and showing up and showing all of your love after all this time, it means a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Monkey, Satsu, thank you for joining me as always.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Moderators, thank you for keeping an eye on things, even though everyone here is so well behaved. You have very little to do. Everybody who donated, all of you, oh my gosh, your generosity is amazing. Please, please, please take a look at the GoFundMe at the top of the chat box for the funeral expenses for a little girl who just passed away. They could certainly use your help. We started off at, they needed $18,000. We had $9,000 when we started. Now it's $9,060. Thank you guys so much for your generosity. Please share that around if you would. Appreciate it. And with that, everybody, I hope you are all safe and well. If you are not well, please get well soon, and we will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Fuck off. Loving.